I'm about to be like Jocelyn in this hoe. What Jocelyn do? Move, motherfucker. Move.
Oh, she sure did. Get out the way.
Move. Let me go. Let me go. That's how I'm about to
touch me.
That's how I'm about to be. I'm about to be theoretically slapping all y'all motherfuckers because I'm tired. I'm tired of the bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all playing. Y'all acting like I ain't who I am. And I don't appreciate that.
Who I am.
Game on, ho. Tired of being nice. Ain't no more nice. But anyways, welcome back to another episode.
All that. Hello, welcome back to another episode.
Welcome back to another episode of Black Bougie About It, where you get real, raw, and rich conversation. Mm-hmm. And my name is Albany Ayana. Like I said, again, I ain't no more nice.
Okay, and I'm Jessica Monique. Ain't no more
nice. Ain't no more nice. Yeah. That's the title of the god doggone episode because it ain't no more nice.
I like it. Let me put it in the notes.
Ain't no more nice. Because y'all, it's been so much tomfoolery and fuckery going on.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to... I'm just going to get in what happened a couple days ago. Because...
Please. Let me move my water.
First of all, how are you doing? Let me ask you how you're doing.
Well, I thought I was moving it, but I wasn't. I am doing good. I can't complain. I'm just trying to, keep showing up for myself. I'm trying to stay on top of everything. Just work, working out, just trying to make sure I drink water. All the things. I can't complain. Ain't nothing going real bad. And, it's a few things going good. So God still on the throne. Right.
Look, I can't complain.
I can't complain. Everything.
I now understand what that means. When you was little and grandma and them used to say that, you used to be like, "How you doing, grandma?" "Oh, I can't complain."
I can't complain.
Be like, what the hell does that mean?
What does that mean?
And it's like, now I understand what that means. It's like, I ain't too bad and I ain't up, but I can't complain.
Right. I'm working on something. We say that at
I
the
got
gym.
a little something and I'm trying to get a little more,
We say that at the gym. That's our little slogan. Like, I'm working on something. So I'm working on something. I'm just trying to maintain.
Look, I'm gonna put that in. That need to be in my profile. Take all that other shit on. I'm working on something. That's all you need to know. I ain't gonna tell you what I'm working on when it's coming out, what I'm doing, how I'm doing. See. But just know I'm working on something.
Yeah.
I like that. Mm-hmm. I like that. Shout out to your gym. I like that. Yeah. If y'all see me using it, look. I hope it's not copyrighted.
Well, if y'all want to find him, his name is @Mr. I'm working on something on Instagram.
Oh, that sounds like it's copyrighted again. Damn. Look, I'm about to get that shit tattooed. I'm working on something, t-shirts and shit.
Work in progress.
We gonna figure something out.
Yeah. How about you?
I'm doing good. I'm like, how when you're like in a bad mood, but it's like, you know what? I'm not gonna even allow myself to go down there. I'm gonna just choose. Now I understand what Michelle Obama meant when she said, when they go low, I go high. It's not that you be nice to them and that you go out your way for them anymore. But it's like, I could go down and be low with you with the bullshit you got going on, but no, I'm gonna just keep it pushing and I'm gonna go to high road and focus on the shit I got going on. So
absolutely,
that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
Sometimes you gotta be like that.
I've given too many chances. I've given too many chances to too many people.
Yeah.
And it's time. It's time to. You need to cut it.
Snip, ho. I get that. Sometimes, you got to set your boundaries. That'll be all right.
Pretty much. So, that'll be all right. Yeah. But overall, I'm good. I'm blessed. I got a lot of shit. The next couple weeks is about to be stacked on stacked on stacked for me. I ain't even like mentally and physically prepared for the shit that's about to go on.
Mm-hmm.
Like next week, I'm going to Dallas to see Horrible Decisions.
Oh yeah, okay,
So
that
shout
came
out to
fast.
Mandy and Wheezy. Hopefully, you know, I don't know if they. I ain't gonna lie. I'm feeling like, you know, if they do a crowd participation, I might put my hand up. You know, I'm out of town. Who know me here? I don't live here. You know, I might need to act up. Show a little nip or something at the show, live show or something. I don't know. Do something for some beads. I don't know. But I'm excited to go to the live podcast show because I love Horrible Decisions. It's one of the few podcasts that I really like listen to and subscribe to and all of that. So, and then after that, I get to see the Queen the following weekend. And I still haven't it's about, I feel like it's not gonna register that I'm at a Beyonce concert till I'm at the Beyonce concert. And
oh, definitely.
It's like, oh, I'm at the Beyonce concert.
Definitely.
So week after next, I'm gonna be like, okay, now it's time to really listen to the song so I can make sure I know the words. I know the majority of the words, but I want to make sure I'm on top of it.
I have even stopped watching a lot of the videos I be seeing on TikTok. I'm just like, because I don't want to like get like too overloaded and like spoil it for myself. Like,
right.
I mean, I know they haven't showed everything, but I just want to be like surprised. So
what I do like is that we don't know what homegirl gonna wear. Okay,
I love that.
We have no idea what she coming out in. So I am excited to see like, okay, what's the outfit situation? Because Miss Mama's been coming out of something new every single show.
Baby,
so
I love it.
I'm like, you got the people in the back like this.
Right, and then I don't know if this is like, because Beyonce's in her 40s now. She's a mom and a seasoned married woman. Baby, some of the side eyes that she be giving these folks when they be like singing loud or like when the crew is messing up, I live for that. Like, that is so funny.
That video when it was like Julius, and she was like, Julie's.
Like, we are getting so much personality out of Beyonce from this tour.
She having a good time.
I love it.
I love it. I'm here for it.
I'm very excited.
And my mom is going to the concert with me. So I keep telling her I'm about to cut up. I'm like, I don't think you understand. Like, I plan to not have a voice when I leave. Like, I'm gonna be standing up the whole night. I'm gonna be singing the whole night. I'm gonna be dancing the whole time. And that's just what it's gonna be, you know. I think some people from Birmingham gonna be in town, so maybe I'll be with them. I don't know, probably not, but maybe we'll see. We'll link. I don't know if we got the same area, like the seats, you know. But if y'all in my area, if y'all in the lower section, then holla at me, you know. We're gonna have a good time. But let's get into the shenanigans and the games, because
a lot of that, baby.
Whoo, when I said y'all was cutting up,
baby,
y'all been cutting up. So, as some people may know, or some people may not know, because there wasn't a lot of promo. The BET Awards was this past weekend. And baby, the fact that I saw somebody tweet that this was the best award show in the last 15 years was truly laughable. I'm like, you haven't watched you have not watched, I don't even know, somebody, random person on Twitter. But I'm like, there's no way you could have even watched the last 15 years worth of shows and said that.
Yeah.
Because what the hell? My nose running. Y'all, my sinuses, excuse me.
Yeah, mine too.
A towel.
That's why when we leave here, I'm going to get me a green juice.
I got some Allegra D that I'm going to take when I get off of here. Or I might take some Robitussin and knock my ass out. But anyway, sorry, y'all.
All the above.
But
yeah, I watched bits and pieces of it. My mama was in there laughing, watching the whole thing. Hell, I feel like I watched it through her because I heard every laughing.
What was she laughing at? Because it wasn't no damn host. Wasn't nobody telling no jokes.
Yeah, she was laughing at Parody. My mom be laughing at what folks be having on.
Like,
she just be enjoying it. You know when that wine hit, it hit. So,
right. And that's the only way you could have enjoyed this year's show. You had to be off something.
So, like, what you thought about the no host thing? How did you feel about that?
I've never known, to my knowledge, this
That
is the
was
first time
brand new,
that this
baby.
has
We in the
ever
history
happened
books.
in BET history, maybe in award show history.
Yeah.
There was no fucking there was no host. The whole time before the show started was like, who's the host? Who's the host? Who's the host? Who's gonna host? We ain't heard who hosts. So we thinking it's probably gonna be this big ass reveal, this big thing. And they gave us
Surprise! It's nobody.
nothing. Nothing. You gave me nothing.
That's funny.
So I'm just, and the funny thing was, I was on the phone with my homeboy, and he was like, yeah, I got a date, but I'm trying to figure out who the host, so I'm gonna stay on the phone with you. And we literally stayed on the phone for like an hour, and he was like, it really ain't no host. I was like, yeah, no host. It was crazy.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, they can just let MC Light narrate everything. Like, that's pretty much what.
But that shit didn't even work out, because there was a part of a show at the beginning where I guess they had, DJ Kid Capri was the primary DJ. He fell behind on his schedule. So there was like some 7 minutes of dead airtime where we was just looking at the stage and wasn't nobody out there.
This is why, and honestly, sometimes, because I was talking to my mom about this, because I know we're going to talk about Patty too. But like, even her, like, not knowing the words, if this was like the Oscars or like, I don't know, like some other like big award show, I feel like, is it just that people don't take it seriously? Like, it be giving me like high
It's
school
so
talent
ghetto.
show, or
It's so
like,
ghetto now.
it be
And I'm not
giving
even
me,
talking about the people. I'm just saying
yeah,
everything.
they just like, I just be wondering, like, if it was somebody else, like, or whatever, would they be taking it more serious? Now I know, like, with shows and run times and just all the things, stuff do be happening behind the scenes we have no idea about. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything man-made is going to mess up sometimes. So, cool.
Right.
If you late, you late. The prompter, freeze or whatever. Like, I get all that kind of stuff. But like, I don't know, some of the stuff that be happening there, I just be like, what is going on? Like, it just makes it look bad. And people already have like an idea now of how
Right.
BET Awards is. And I feel like every year they just prove them right. Like,
It does.
yeah.
Like I said, this has been the worst. This has been the worst year. On top of them not having a host, and I know everybody's saying that they didn't have a host because of the writers, strike and all of that. But my thing is, somebody was writing some shit on that teleprompter they was reading off of. So you mean to tell me, y'all, nobody want to host the BET Awards because hosting means you're not, in solidarity with the strike? I don't understand the correlation between the two. And maybe it's because I'm not a writer in Hollywood, but I'm like, y'all could have, hell, Tyler Perry just bought the goddamn network. You mean to tell me he couldn't get his ass in a tuxedo and come out there and be like, hey, everybody, welcome to the BET Awards. I just want to greet y'all and say this is a step moving forward to the future. Like, it could have gave us anything, and they gave us absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I don't know how all that stuff works, because I know also everything is planned in advance and yada 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 and all the things. But the writer's strike has been affecting a lot of things, even like shows and all kinds of stuff. So maybe nobody wanted to, because I mean, they already don't be paying the writers, so it ain't nobody finna volunteer and then do the shit for free.
That's why I said Tyler Perry could have got his ass out there. He want to do everything anyway.
That's true.
I'm just saying. But anyways, on top of them not having a host, as everybody knows, because this is also gone viral, a part of it, they had a Tina Turner tribute.
Yeah.
And they decided to get, and this is no disrespect, no, because she is a queen in her own right and paved the way for so many artists. But what I don't understand is why you would get somebody damn near, if not the same age, close to the same age, to do a tribute to the person who passed away.
Well, I don't
And
think
that's
the
not
age got nothing to do with it, because I mean they used to
well, I'm
bring.
saying because of the performance aspect, because normally when people do a tribute, they do like, a they try to not recreate the performance of that artist, but like when they did
Yeah.
the Prince tribute and all of that, people like the theatric, like Patty can't even like. Tina Turner was known for her dancing as an artist, her singing, her voice, like the whole nine. So I felt like it was kind of disservice to get an artist who doesn't fulfill all that, to do a tribute to
I
her.
get
No
that.
disrespect to Patty.
Yeah. Again, I feel like it was probably last minute, just like everything else, because she just died not too long ago. So that felt like something that they
They
sent.
fucking rearranged the whole damn show when Michael Jackson died.
That was a different BET though.
Yeah,
I feel like that.
that was that Deborah Lee.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
that
that
Deborah
was
Lee.
a whole different thing. And not to say Tina Turner isn't like, she's our girl, but maybe Michael Jackson, you better
You're right,
motherfucking
but I'm
arrange a
just
different
saying,
show.
like, that
So
was a poo ass tribute. That was a poo
yeah,
ass tribute.
I think too. I wasn't mad at Patty doing it, but cause can't nobody else damn sing anyway. Beyonce ain't finna come off tour and do nothing. I don't know. I'm tired of seeing Jennifer Hudson do every goddamn thing.
I mean, Coco Jones could have did a 1-2,
No,
1-2.
absolutely not. I'm trying to think. The
Hell,
girl,
call Tori Kelly. She's black. Tori Kelly's black.
she mixed or something.
She Afro Latina. She's like, her dad is like Jamaican and something else, and then her mom's white. She a nigga. I'm claiming it. She a nigga. Cause if
I love Tori Kelly, but
the law back in the day was if you gotta sprinkle a nigga, you're a nigga. So she is a nigga.
Let me see the 23 and me.
Her dad is Afro Latino.
Okay.
Afro, that's black.
Okay.
In Latin. He's Latin. In Latin.
Somebody. Anybody, hell, they could have dusted Chloe off and told her to put that red dress back on from the other day.
Dusted Chloe off.
They could have brought
First
her
of all,
out there.
can we talk about the goddamn guest list? I don't even mean no disrespect, but like, why the fuck was Natalie Nunn at the BET Awards?
That's
she ain't never did shit on BET.
It really might as well have been sponsored by Zeus.
I knew we hit rock bottom when, and this is no disrespect to her either, because sis, I love your music. But when Summer Walker's the best dressed at the show, there's an issue. There's an issue. There is a issue. Because what the fuck did y'all have on? Like, this was by far the most, and this is not even, I don't mean ghetto isn't like the black people in general. It was just like the presentation in general. It's just like nothing looks well thought through, well planned. I will say the overall performances as a whole were decent, were good.
Yeah.
Quavo and Offset came together to honor Takeoff. That was dope.
Yeah.
I liked Lola Brooks' performance. I know that's the one that Tiana Taylor creative directed and choreographed, so that was cool. She won an award, Tiana. But even that whole thing was like, girl, I know your mama got respect for you and you got respect for your mama and I love y'all and all that, but your mama should have just got up there and said, I appreciate this award on Tiana Taylor's behalf. That's my daughter. We love y'all. Thank you, God, and we appreciate the fans.
Yeah,
get off the stage,
or at least go ahead and have her on the phone or something.
Y'all have her rigged up like they do at the MTV Awards and every other award show. Have her record that pre-video because y'all already know who winning. Send her, let her know so she can send the clip in and y'all can add it in. And she can say, thank you so much.
Yeah, because and then it's like the Wi-Fi was bad. And like,
and then she got that damn Samsung. We don't want to see that.
Yeah, and I don't even know if were they sponsoring the BET Award.
I don't know, but
You know,
even if
sometimes
they
how it be
were,
like sponsored by Samsung or whatever.
it was not cute.
Yeah, no, but I was just thinking, I was like, oh, maybe the BET Awards, like, you know how they used to do like sponsored by T-Mobile, and then like they'll
Oh
like tell
yeah.
you the names on the
Oh
phones or
yeah. I
whatever.
remember when they had the Coke Spot. I think they still got the Coke
Yeah, so
sponsorship.
I'm like, maybe it was something like that. I ain't even. I thought that was for the show. My bad, mama. My bad, mother.
Again,
I don't know that. My
that.
thing is,
Mm-mm.
it is like it's the class for me. I know we kind of talked about that last time, and I hate to be like the grandma who's always like, y'all need to clean it up, but it really be the class for me. Like the outfits be giving like cheap hoochie stripper fashion over clearance, and ain't nothing wrong with fashion over clearance. I buy stuff off fashion over clearance, but it's like if you gonna wear it, put your booby tape on. Make sure your whole nipple covered up. Or like Natalie Nunn with the bedazzled biker shorts. Like the things are not making sense.
First of all, again, why were these people there? People who have nothing to do with BET, who ain't never been in a BET movie or a BET
Yeah.
show, did nothing. You got Krishan Rock and Natalie Nunn and all these other people who, to me, no disrespect to them, are irrelevant to like the
I was,
BET
yeah.
network as a
I think
whole.
it's
You know,
because of like the fact that those people are on social media, those people are popular. You know what I'm saying? Like they get likes and all the things. So they know if they invite certain people, people gonna be tuned in because they want to see them, you know, because whether it's young people or whoever is paying attention to them online is okay with them being there, because even
they got
the
too many millennials and Gen Z in the goddamn office. Bring some of
yeah
the boomers back.
yeah I
Cause
think they need
y'all,
to, like, they just need to inject it with some more like class, like a little like dignity, like the twerking in front of Bobby Jones.
girl, when I saw that, I'm like, first of all, whoever did the seating chart, you're fired. Hit the goddamn door. Because why, in the name of Jesus himself, would you put Pound Town, my coochie pink and my booty hole brown, Sexy Red or whatever her name is, no disrespect, in the same section? I ain't even talking about the fact that they was in front of each other in the rows. He was in front and she was behind him in the rows, but even in the same section at the award show. Come on now. Not okay, maybe she don't know who Bobby Jones is, but have some respect for Dr. Bobby Jones. Y'all know who Dr. Bobby Jones is. Sit him on the
Yeah,
side with Yolanda Adams and them and Miss Patty and the older saints and attendees. You don't see
yeah,
him on the side with the young thought pockets who twerking it and working it.
yeah, and even like JT and them getting into it and her throwing the phone and like, ugh, are we not tired?
It was not cute. Nothing was cute about it. I didn't like it. Maybe this was the last Viacom production, so maybe this ain't have nothing to do with Tyler Perry. So maybe he gonna re-jazz it up, freshen it up, and next year it'll be better. I'm
Ooh.
hoping. Or at this point, and this is no disrespect because I know BET awards still mean a lot to people when they get them. You know,
Yeah.
Coco Jones won one. You know, like I said, Tiana Taylor, Damson Idris got one for Best Actor. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but to me, it's just like y'all not bringing it. Now it's just like thrown together and feel like y'all had a meeting last week and y'all booked the place and
Yeah.
everybody, like even the performances, like no disrespect to Lola Brooke and some of these other artists, but that was the same performance you did 3 weeks ago at the festival. And I'm like, you know, in this day and age when everything getting posted and recorded, baby, you gotta come with it. Why y'all think Beyonce changing outfits every god doggone day? You gotta come
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, something. I just be wanting more. Since we already talked about All the Bad, I'm gonna say these are the things that I liked about it. I love the fact that Coco Jones won Best New Artist. I thought her performance was good. She
Mm-hmm.
looked beautiful. I like that Lotto won. I like
Mm-hmm.
that she put that picture of herself up like with the Mariah Carey name, because she absolutely had on a Mariah Carey outfit on the red carpet.
Right.
The
Right.
satin long sleeve dress with the open
See
cleavage
through.
and the
Yeah.
long
Mm-hmm.
necklaces. it gave Mariah Carey all day
She looks
long.
good. She looked good.
She looks good. Whatever she's doing with the working out and things is balancing out some of the work she has done, and she looks a little bit more natural. And I like that for her because she was already a pretty girl. She really didn't need all that shit, no way.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else did I like about it. It's hard.
Right.
Pretty V
That's why I'm
was
like,
there. I love Pretty V. I thought Princess Love looked pretty as usual.
even though I'm so over this toxic back and forth between her and Ray J, but I
Yeah,
know
they need a divorce. Let's go ahead and do that.
next next season of College Hill, both of them gonna be on there. I'm like, how many times y'all gonna let Ray J go to college?
Like, please.
By
and that is
he's gonna be able to get the degree.
Right. I mean, how maybe he executive producing or something. He just do what the hell he want to do. I don't
Have
know.
him host. I keep trying to tell y'all.
I would love
BET.
it. I would love it.
That's where y'all missing the bag.
I would
get Ray J the host. He can come out there on a scooty bike.
Yeah, with the glasses flipped up. I want him to have all his Raycon stuff on at one time. I would die laughing.
The hat, the glasses,
all of it,
everything.
Thank you. Anyway, next topic because
because
shit.
Tyler Perry, we hoping you scrap it and re-judge it up. Now you don't do everything. Now hire some other people to help,
please.
But we hoping that you rework it. You ought to be tired.
Golly. So yeah, the next thing we're gonna talk about is the Chicago mother and son shooting. So if you've been living under a rock, because it's pretty much been everywhere. It was even on CNN today when the charges were dropped. But on June 18th, Jeremy Brown and Carlisha Hood got into a verbal altercation inside of a restaurant, and her 14-year-old son defended her by shooting the man, Jeremy Brown, who later passed away due to his injuries. And initially, they were both arrested and charged with murder, the mother and son. But today, Chicago dropped the charges, and they've been freed. And so I've been seeing.
And now she's suing.
Oh,
now she's suing for false arrest.
Oh, okay. I mean, at this point,
they shot them, and she told them the story when they arrested her. Like, everybody told them what happened when they arrested them, but they still arrested them for murder. So she's suing them for false arrest and something else.
I think it's crazy that, like, it's somewhere or like in a situation like this, they'll arrest her for murder. But that white woman who shot that black lady through the door, who was coming over there to see about her kids, got manslaughter. And now they're saying that they can't charge her for murder because they can't, like, unequivocally prove that it was murder. Like, I guess murder has to be some kind of intent. That's interesting. But
and even what's his name, that guy who choked homeboy out and killed him on that subway.
Yeah,
it took them how long to arrest him? Like a week or so.
Yeah.
So it's like, and they arrested them immediately on site.
Oh,
after everybody said this man literally attacked her, and her son came and defended her.
Yeah. Which just proves that's one reason why, like, as Black people, not that you can't live your life, but you got to be cognizant of it. We can't do everything everybody else be doing. Like, I know everybody want to be like Black boy joy and Black girl joy, and I'm gonna say something. Okay. I'm going home at the end of the day. These people not playing with you. So,
because you gonna fuck, what you say earlier, fuck around and find
out.
Somebody sent me a meme, and it was like when you came into the restaurant for some food and you left with wings. I'm sorry. That's not funny. I'm so sorry. y'all. But
you need to leave.
but he should not. And if y'all saw the video, There was no justification for that man cocking his arm back like that and socking her in her face like that. None of that. And everybody that was standing there recording the shit, letting them go back and forth about whatever the fuck they was going back and forth is on that bullshit too. Because this is how shit be popping off and it's unnecessary. Yeah. Because it was enough people standing in that place who could have grabbed her and grabbed him and said, y'all arguing over some goddamn chicken wings, bro. Like, chill the fuck out on that shit. Yeah. Like,
yeah, that's what I said. I really would like to know what the argument was about. Like, what caused the whole altercation or whatever, because ain't nothing that damn deep with a stranger that you just met where you got to hit somebody and fight somebody like that. But also, for me, it's always like the men that be standing around when it's getting to the point where, like, you see he finna hit her. I can see, okay, they in there arguing. People don't always like to insert themselves into other folks' shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If they stand there arguing and you see that this man is about to hit her, I wish somebody could just be like, hey, like, come on, chill out. Because honestly, we don't know really, like, because we didn't see the whole video. We don't know, like, if what they was arguing about was, you know, did she start it or he started it or what? I'm not saying that's a justification for him hitting her. I'm just saying, like, nobody saying nothing. Nobody's doing nothing. You're just gonna let that man hit her.
Standing there recording per usual.
The only time you saw people move was when you heard that gun go off. That's it. So,
and that's the only time people do move is when shit get out of control and it get hectic and people start getting hurt for real. But then again, it's just a sad story for real. I know I said something about the meme, but that man lost his life unnecessarily because he should have just walked away. Whatever it was, he should never made it physical because that's what escalated this situation. Sometimes you gotta walk away. It ain't nothing out here. Damn sure ain't no damn chicken wings. Like I said earlier, they need to change their slogan because the chicken wings must be fire. Because ain't no damn way I'll be standing in no chicken spot arguing about whatever, a spot in line. That's why I don't be doing all that spot in line. Like, oh, you can have it. I'm not about to sit here and go back and forth about no spot in line. If you want to argue about this spot, you can have it.
Over some chicken? Calm down. And then this is kind of like what we was talking about with Sukiyama. I feel like a lot of times, you know, like men be in proximity to stuff that be going on and they just be sitting there. Like, I think nowadays that's why
you know they always use that excuse of that one time that they stood up for their home girl who when a nigga was beating on her and she didn't leave. So ever since then they don't insert themselves because, you know, women be going back to these niggas and y'all be cool with that shit. So, you know, I just mind my business, you know, because, you know, and then I'm like, okay. Insert Waka Flocka meme. Okay. Because what the fuck?
No, really.
She always sounds so stupid to me.
That's so dumb. Like, in both situations, somebody could have been like, hey, you doing too much. Like, calm down. You know what I'm saying?
As soon as you start getting, like, to me, when people start getting in their face and you, like, I can smell what you had for lunch, dinner, breakfast, and for snacks.
Calm down.
You need to get him out her fucking face. Or who running the damn chicken shack? You need to come from out there frying them wings and come out here and settle this dispute.
Exactly. I agree.
And tell both of them that you need to get off my premises. Y'all are disturbing the peace. I'm gonna call the police if you don't leave. Like, it's just like sometimes shit is very preventable. In this situation, for all parties involved, it was very preventable.
That's one of the main reasons why women be saying they don't feel comfortable or they don't feel safe around men. Because if you ever look at some of these like different instances, women will get into some shit over men, like with like George Floyd or some of these police shootings. Women will throw themselves in front of the police, and for men they don't even know,
or fight in general. Will fight men, women, and children for their man. My man. And that girl who she not black, but the girl pregnant by Freddie Gibbs, the OnlyFans porn star. She fought niggas for that man. Literally got jumped and beat the fuck up.
That's mental illness.
And I'm like,
yeah, ain't no way.
Ain't no way I'm about to be
Ain't no
fighting for
way.
no nigga. You can go out there and fight. What the
That's
fuck I look
called
like?
crack cocaine.
Mm.
But nah, I'm saying I don't know. Him and I just like, hey man, this shit crazy.
They really do. Like, it's so like
What?
the nonchalantness to be so like, it's
Man,
like, damn, you don't want to even tell brother back up.
it's
You just
something.
gonna,
Uh,
or even the women, hell, because I ain't gonna lie. So when she get too crazy, whatever any situation I'm in, I always be like, hey, like even in my job, like they were mopping the floors and it was some kids running and they started running down the steps and I said, hey, y'all need to slow down. They just mopped down here.
mm-hmm.
And I ain't whatever, and I kept it pushing. Sometimes you just say one thing and you keep it.
Yeah.
It's like, and now if he would have been like, "Bitch, shut the fuck up," da, 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 whatever. But sometimes, one person say something, then you get
Oh
somebody else.
yes, happening.
And then a lot of times people be scared to be the first person. So maybe if you say something, somebody else will stand up and be like, "Hey, yeah, bro, you are doing too much." But it's like I'm not about to stand in no place, especially not like that, and just let no shit just continuously go. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna call the police. I'm just gonna be real. I'm be like, it's getting hectic in here. It's getting thick. The air getting real thick. Cause it's like it was very obvious that shit was gonna continue to. Cause what did he say before he hit her? On my dad, grandmama, or whatever he said, on my mama, or whatever. He put it on somebody. And when niggas start putting shit on people, they be for real.
They be meaning it. Yeah, I really do hate that for her. And let's make this a teachable
and her
moment.
son, now
her
he's
son.
traumatized. Now he's traumatized.
Absolutely.
He didn't kill somebody. He didn't kill somebody.
I honestly don't even blame him. You know what's funny? What's funny is sometimes when me and Thomas be in the car and like he'll leave me in the car or something to go like in the store or something real quick or like whatever. He'll leave the gun in the car and he'll be like, "Okay, shoot him if somebody comes."
I can't even imagine you grabbing no gun and shoot nobody.
Man, but you know what? He be teaching me how to shoot the guns and all the things.
That's
but
good.
So don't play with me. I do know what I'm doing. But
I do too. I got my permit. I just didn't know guns were so expensive, so I ain't got the gun.
Right, my man gonna have to buy it.
I don't got no my man. But if my man, future man, want to be my man, maybe that's what you want to do. Maybe you buy me a little piece. So I don't know who see this. I don't know who's out there in the world. At this point, you could be any color. I don't even care no more. I don't even care. I'm open. It is what it is. I don't even got. I have no preference. What the men say? I don't got a type.
I don't got no type.
I don't got when.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we praying for that family, and just
I hope she win the lawsuit. Get her a check.
I hope so. We praying for the family, and honestly, we praying for the family of the other man too, because sometimes you be knowing you got like an ignorant ass cousin or like
I know I have. I got an ignorant ass daddy.
You know what I'm saying? And so
I got an ignorant ass daddy who will do shit like pull his gun out at a chicken spot, probably.
Yeah. So it's like even though you know that and you know them to be like that, you still love their ass. And so I hate for him to have lost their life like that. He's still somebody's son, and he wasn't that old. He was only 32 years old. So I hate that for him, but I think people need to learn how to act. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think we had to learn how to like de-escalate situations. I think we had to learn like how to fight and when to fight our battles, like what battles we need to fight, like be choosy. And if you find yourself arguing in a chicken joint, baby, just go on back to the car. It's more chicken joints out there.
And even in her case, I would have walked away because at a certain point, I'm not about to be again. I don't do well with you standing here hollering at me. So at that point, I would have just, like he said, grab your food and go. I probably would have grabbed my food and go. And when I hit that door, been like, bitch ass motherfucker. And
I ain't even see no food for her to grab. Is it just me? I didn't see no food
I
up
don't know.
there.
I didn't see the food, but he said, get your food and go. So I would have probably just got my food, and when I hit that door, been like, pussy ass nigga, and got in the car with my son and left. You know, like, but I'm not about to stand here and just.
I'm not gonna go back and forth with no damn man.
I ain't really about to go back and forth with nobody. I'm not all that hollering. Cause again, that shit can only continue to go rise, and I ain't fighting you. I'm not trying to fight unless I just ultimately have to. And what I mean by that is like I'm fighting for my life, like somebody kidnapped me, and I gotta fight to live. But I ain't trying to fight at the chicken spot. I'm not.
No, that's not it.
I'll go to a different chicken spot.
And you know what? This is another reason why sometimes you have to be intentional even about where the fuck you go. Like
you said that last week.
It is sometimes where like I know the hood spots they be busted. We might want to go through the drive-through. Like it's sometimes where
when they first open early in the day. Don't go during the lunch rush.
Yeah,
or
like
after
during the
work
day
when everybody go.
Because sometimes I don't even want to be around like a certain kind of energy a lot of the time. Like I get to the point where I'm just protective over myself. I don't even really go to the gas station unless there's nobody there. And I only get gas in the daytime because on my side of town, I live on the east side, it be too much activity going on. Like it's just riffraff. So I'm not going in there.
People where I am. So
yeah, like
they be behind the gas station peeing and sleeping and all of that shit. And like literally I have walked up to the gas station and a nigga came from the side and I was like,
that's what I'm saying. And I ain't got time for that.
And this was in broad daylight.
I just don't. Like it's been times at the gas station, I done been out there and niggas get to arguing or like, black people, we just talk aggressive anyway. Right. So sometimes you can't even tell like if somebody's arguing or if that's just how they talking or whatever. Like, or
don't let the niggas who got the Chargers or whatever be skirting up. Yeah. Now I'm like, is it a drive-by or is you just trying to flash your car? Because nobody cares.
Now that
I'm just trying to pump my gas, and you talking about some.
Yeah, it's too much shit be happening for real. Like
you just in Birmingham, nigga, stop revving that goddamn engine up and get your gas so we can go. Like nobody wants to.
Yeah, they got to do all that, but you really got to be intentional about how you move out here and just stay safe. Baby, that's the only thing I can tell you.
Make smart decisions.
Yeah. Okay, I like this next one.
Okay. What the first dates conduct and effort?
Yeah.
So I was listening to a different podcast and the girl was talking about how she went on the first date and how amazing it was. Great. Kudos for her. So happy.
Stop.
No, for real. I'm happy. I'm a person who loves love. Like when I see people falling in love, it still brings me hope that okay, maybe I can eventually find a person, or a person can find me.
You are.
So yeah, but it made me think about like dating and first dates in general. And when I came up with the question, like, did our parents talk to us about dating? Because I know I've had the conversation with my mother a couple of times. Like now that I'm an adult. And I've been like, you didn't never really talk to me about dating. And she didn't. Like, she told me simple, basic stuff like, okay, don't be having sex and having no babies, stuff like that. But she didn't really like teach me the game. You know how people be like, yeah, my mom or my dad or my brother put me on game, and this is what happened when a nigga say this is what he really mean, and and don't be falling for this, and I really had to find out the hard way. And she was honest with me, and I appreciate her being vulnerable in that moment and being like, I can't tell you what I don't know. She was like, I ain't really date like that. Like she's like, I ain't never really put myself out there like that. And it's not her saying like I was a hoe or something, but she was just like, I date. Like I actively date. I'll go out and hang out with somebody and get to know people. She was like, that was never my thing. So I couldn't give you advice because I ain't have advice to give.
The times was kind of different too. You know, the stigma on women was a little different because even just going out, like my mom didn't go out like how I did. Now, granted, she did have me young, so like my grandma and them was kind of like, well, you need to be at home, that baby. But like, even nowadays, I know people who have kids who fuck they be out more than me. So
the grandmama is the mama, and the baby is the mama, and the baby is the grandma.
That, and even if they are like great parents, they just it's young people out there who be having kids and they still just live their life like that's just what people do now. You know what I'm saying? The times is just different, but
they be in Tulum and the baby be at the crib.
Yeah.
And that's no shade. That's no shade. Cause
get it how you live, shit. Cause at this point, I'm probably had to be the same way. But I'm had to be in Tulum with a nanny or something because we still going on the trip.
Don't say that, girl. Don't.
We still going on the trip.
We not ready for that right now.
I'm not ready for it, but I'm just saying, if the trip is booked, to bring the baby on. My baby's gonna have to be a world traveler.
Then you gonna be like the people we was talking about on them episodes a few back with the babies on the plane.
My baby, we gonna have a talk. So.
When we get on this plane,
get on the goddamn plane.
Baby gonna be 3 months old. Look at me. Open your eyes. I know you hear me.
I know you.
Don't be closing your eyes because you understand what I'm talking about when I talk to you.
Get right. But nah, my parents didn't really talk to me about dating for real. My parents was just like everybody else, like do not have sex. You know, my parents definitely wanted me to save myself into marriage, so they always talked about like stuff like that, and you know, they just didn't talk to me about it, like not at all. It probably was not until I really started dating. And my parents would kind of like ask me about it, or, you know, I might ask them little questions or like what they thought about something that they really like would talk to me about it. Specifically, my mom. If I talk about dating or like my relationship with my dad, it's because he probably like asked me like, oh, how everything going, and I might like talk to him about stuff. So we talk. But when I was younger, no.
Yeah,
no. And my mom and dad met in high school, but I know that they had kind of like some, you know, on again, off again-ness when they were younger. I mean, it's to be expected when you're young. So I know they dated other people and stuff. But I don't think they just like dated a lot because they had me young and got married young. So I don't think that they dated a whole lot. It's something else I could say, but I think sometimes my dad will be watching this, so I'm not gonna say it.
I try not to put my mama business out there, but you know, it is what it is. I don't say no names and I don't put too much. But yeah, like my mom, like I said, she just was honest with me. She was like, I've only had 3 boyfriends, including your daddy, girl. I can't tell you nothing. And and you know, I accepted that. So, and like I said, I've had to learn, you know, through trial and error, and I'm still learning through trial and error, and I'm gonna keep learning through trial and error.
I'm with somebody and I'm still learning through trial and error. Like I feel like it never ends. For real. Like you just never stop trying to figure it out, to be honest.
But also, because I did not, you know, get any dating advice, I did not know what a date was supposed to look like, feel like, that experience. So like, I know my thing, which I've been working through, I guess, now that I'm grown, is not fantasizing everything. I know everybody on TikTok is like, you gotta romanticize your life. You gotta, no, y'all are delusional as fuck. I'm just gonna be honest. It's delusion. You're living in a state of delusion. Romanticizing your life, no. Because what happened to me is that, like, especially when I was like 19, 18, 20, I was basing a lot of my dating experiences on like TV shows and movies because that's the only thing I had to like get an idea from. So when I would go through experiences, I would think like, oh, the guy's supposed to show up at my door in his car with the flowers and his jacket. And he's going to lay the jacket over the puddle and I'm going to hop over and I'm going to get in the car. Like this just like Disney princess shit, bullshit. And that is not the fucking case. Like
Nope.
It's just like, so I don't know. I said all that to say, like, I wanted to ask what, with like maybe with your boyfriend or just in general, like, what's your idea of, a good first date or the perfect first date, or in your own Jessica world, like, what is the best first date for you?
Sorry.
Was that a lot to unpack?
It was. It is heavy. My best first date was just basic for real. Like, I think
Mm-hmm.
it depends a lot on the person. Let me just say that. The
That part.
vibes have to be right. Because
Right.
I'm like you, like first of all, you just like read my life story when you said it about yourself, because I am a lover girl. Okay. I told y'all all the love languages is my love languages. All of them. Okay. Do everything. Okay. I like all of it.
And I'm
And
getting to that
so
point, I mean, I
I
have
like
some that are
all of
more
it.
important than others, but the older I
Right.
get, the more I'm like, I want it all.
And
I
I want
know
it
they say you're not
now.
supposed to, but the thing about it is, I'm willing to give my all. What Mariah Carey say? I give my all. Like, that's
I
how
like
I
how
am
you
on the
lifted your head
inside.
up with it. Yeah.
Cause that's how I
Mm-hmm.
feel like when I'm in love.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be really willing to give it.
Yeah.
You didn't see me when I had my little boyfriend at one time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really my man, my man, my man.
All
Like,
day. Me too.
when I have a
Most
man, I really be
most
like, I gotta put
women
my man
are
first.
like, that's why some of these
I'm
like,
the one in the club, like, give me another shot, cause I'm gonna go home to my man,
my
and I'm
man.
gonna be drunk. I'm gonna be drunk. Yes, I'm gonna be drunk when I come home. I'm gonna be drunk as fuck.
Yes,
Cause
like that's why
I'm
some of these podcast conversations don't even make sense to me, because they don't even understand how most women are my man, my man, my man. Like that's really most girls. We love that shit. But nah, my favorite first date, we just went to go have drinks, and then it was kind of like a bar restaurant type situation.
Mhm.
And we just had such a good, like, we stayed there forever, and we just talked, and like we had such a good time. And that was really all we did, but it was just like the vibes like was immaculate, like
I know what you
immaculate.
mean. Cause
You know what I'm saying?
I've had a date like that. That was a really good first date. And then I'll tell you like what I would like my first date to be like, if anybody's watching this. So I would agree. My best first date was with a guy who's actually my homeboy now.
Mhm.
You know, whatever. We grown people. You can meet somebody and y'all cannot work out
Oh yeah.
necessarily as a relationship, but y'all can become good friends.
Mhm.
But this nigga literally, what we did was, and this was my cup of tea. Was I still in college? No, I think I had just graduated, but it don't matter. He picked me up. We, did what I like to do. Took our medicine. Then we went and got fries, ice cream. We went to the rooftop somewhere in his car, and we just sat there and had our ice cream and our fries, and we talked like for 3 or 4 hours.
Mhm.
And like, now would I do something like that now as a first date? Probably fucking not. But he had created the vibes and made me feel cool enough and laid back enough to, even be in a situation like that,
Yeah.
with him. So that
See,
was a really good
that's
first
the big
date.
thing. Sometimes um when men want to do like more intimate things or whatever, they haven't
Mm-hmm.
already made you feel comfortable. So it's like, as
Right.
a woman, I feel a certain kind of way about like doing something real intimate with you, and we don't really know each other that well yet. So
Right.
I feel like something simple, like, if we going to eat, or the bar, or
Mm-hmm.
something like that, I'm fine with that, because we in an open space. If your ass is crazy, I can get away. I can yell. You know what I
I
mean?
want to go to
Like,
a museum date so bad. I don't know why I want
oh,
somebody to
I
take me
think
to the
that would be
museum so
fun.
bad. But I just want to go and like walk around and look at art and be like, what do you see? Like I really like the movies, but see,
Yeah.
that's what be fucking me up. But
Yeah.
I really feel like that shit really exists because I be hearing people's stories, and I be like, that shit sound like the movies. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I want my little movie moment. I
You
just want to
gonna
walk around the
probably
gallery.
sometimes you gonna probably have to like create it a little bit yourself. Like next time a nigga asks you where you want to go, you might be like, "Well, you want to go to the art museum?" Or
I be telling them, I be like, I like
Mhm.
art museums. I like to go to movies. I like adventurous stuff. I like to try different, competitive bowling, putt, golf. I like to be competitive. I be giving them the recipe, but see, my experience is, unfortunately, I feel like I meet niggas who think that they somebody that they not. And let me explain that. And this is no shade, no tea to nobody, but like, I keep coming across niggas who be like, their reasoning for not being better men, and not to say that they're bad men, but being better than what they are currently, is they be busy. I'm busy. I'm busy. I got stuff going on. But I'm like, if y'all that goddamn busy, you don't need to be dating. One.
I agree.
And for two, you're not that goddamn busy. That's why I said I feel like they think they're better than they are. And I'm attracted to self-confidence. Don't get me wrong. And bravado and all of that. But it's just like, if you think so much highly of yourself that you can't even make no time to spend with me, to take me out on a proper date and do things,
Yeah,
I'm not interested.
why even holler at somebody if you know you're so busy? It's crazy. Me and Thomas were just talking about this morning. It's one of his homeboys. Well, they don't watch it, but
And if you do, we say your name and only a hit dog holler. So
period. But one of his homeboys was basically saying that like that he was talking to some girls or whatever, and they be saying like, oh, he's so busy and he never wants to do anything. But that's because he has one of those jobs where he is very busy and he has weird hours. And he be like taking on overtime and stuff all the time, unnecessarily though. Like he doesn't
see,
he not hurting for money. And so a lot of that time he could be spending with them. And I was telling Thomas this morning, I'm like, well, I could see if he was with somebody a long time, like if they was more invested, they may like put up with that because they understand that's his job. But somebody you just meeting don't owe you shit.
they don't
Like
give a fuck.
they don't care.
Because a lot of times,
Like
if a girl is like telling you, oh, I want to see you, I want to spend time, she probably telling the next nigga or the back burner nigga, I got plans. So she's trying to be available
yeah.
for you so that she
Yeah.
can show you the effort and let you know that you're wanted and desired, because that's what y'all say y'all want. Y'all want us to show, effort and things. But it's like, when you do that, then it's like niggas be like, I'm busy, or I don't want to do this, or I ain't gonna do this, or I ain't got time to do this. And then it's like, again, if you so goddamn busy, you don't need to be trying to date.
Yeah, I don't think you need to be dating. I have not encountered a whole lot of like,
or trying to have sex, or trying to do whatever. Because
exactly.
if you can't even make time to have a little meat to meat, well, skin to meat, or whatever you want to say, then
if you can't take me out, then you can't fuck me. That's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you too busy all the time, we can't even like go get nothing to eat. But you want me to come over your house late at night? You full of shit. Just if that's all you want, you could just be more straight up and just tell me that. But don't leave me
some of them,
alone.
they'll say they want that, but then they be too busy for that.
Oh well, that's
So
get
that's why
on.
I'm like, you need to get out the field. Get
Yeah,
out the field and get your
yeah.
ass in
You
the
need to
house
sit
then.
on the
Cause
bench.
I'm outside. I'm
Yeah,
out here. I'm young. I'm wild. I'm free. So I'm trying to have a good time.
right. You need to go back in the
I'm
house.
not here for a long time. And
Yeah.
you fucking shit up by trying to act like you outside with me, and you ain't
Mm-hmm.
outside. Take your ass in the house if you busy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's where busy people be.
Outside. I don't know. I have tried, or not have tried, I have kind of had to like, this sounds bad, but I have killed a lot of my like dating expectations because I have realized that in real life, men just don't, they're not wired like us. Like how we said we grew up like looking at movies and like having this like fantasy in our head of how stuff is. Not all of them did that, or they're not really like invested in that dream of whatever. I don't know if it's because like they view it as work, because as the man they kind of have to like do those things. I don't know. I'm not a man, so some of y'all come in, let us know. But
we need to get her back because maybe he can shed some insight.
yes, but
he want to be back on the podcast.
So. Absolutely. But I don't know why, but I definitely grew up like that. Because even when I first started dating Thomas, I said this on here before, he did not do any of the things I thought was gonna happen. And that's why I feel like my parents should have talked to me, because I used to be disappointed a lot. And I may not have always like voiced my opinion at that time, because I just wasn't comfortable with doing it. And like, I don't know, I just wasn't like advocating for myself. I didn't want to hurt his feelings and all that. But then when I did, it like it slowly
backfired sometimes.
Sometimes, because sometimes he ain't always like take it the way I thought he was, and all this stuff. But I just had these like expectations, and in hindsight, I'm wrong, because I really didn't communicate them to him. I just expected it to happen, and then when it didn't happen, I was disappointed. And so, yeah. But now that he knows, I mean, he does it. He goes out his way to do stuff for me. But in the beginning, I was definitely
one of God's favorites, because I get these niggas a direct playbook, play by play, and it's like they like, yeah, I see what you said, but fuck that. This is what I'm gonna do. And that's why I said I'm about to be. I can no. I feel like I run out of cheeks to turn. You know. So I'm at a crossroads right now, and for me to enjoy my hot girl summer and be outside and feel sexy and feel fine, I'm gonna have to start being rude back. Like you busy? Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. You remember that TikTok?
And that's it. That's all I'm saying. Oh, okay. Like, I'm not about to send no more paragraphs. Or how about next weekend? No. Oh, okay. That's the response. And then if you text me next weekend, and if I feel like dealing with your ass, then I'll deal with your ass. If I don't, then I won't. But I'm like tired of being available. Like, I feel like I have overextended myself too many times for too many people to be available and to fit people fake ass busy schedules. And ain't none of y'all bringing in no real ass money, and that's just straight ass facts, because I know that for sure. So you ain't that damn busy. And even the busiest men in the world make time for the women that they want to be around. So
we say it all the time. People do exactly what they want to do. So if it's something you want to do, then you would.
Speaking of things you want to do, or people doing things they want to do, Jonathan Major case. Woo! So I told your ass, I'm talking to you last week. I said, wait, we gotta wait, girl. We gotta wait.
And let me say it right here, right now.
He innocent. He might be
right here and right now. I don't give a damn what the verdict is. You still shouldn't have walked your ass in that damn courtroom.
Because she knew already it was the bullshit. Crazy. She knew. Megan Good had already known that they was going to get in the courthouse, and they was going to be like, one, homegirl was drunk as fuck and off the sleeping pills, so she didn't know what the fuck was happening. Two, she told him to come up over there because she was about to kill herself, so that's why he was there in the second place, or no, the first place. Three, what else was it? The police. She said that she told the police that she don't know what happened to her. She don't know where them bruises came from, and that the police told her that she needed to say it was Jonathan Majors. Man,
the police.
That's what they said. That's what they said.
Baby, they finna sue the police next, ain't it? Did this happen? What state this happened in? New York?
New York City, yeah. And we already know how that be going.
Yeah, that's crazy. I like that for him. I don't ever want nobody to be guilty. I don't ever, especially black people. All I said was she ain't need to be walking in the courtroom with him. You could have did that after this came out. But I'm not walking in the courtroom with my good wig on and my hoop earrings when you fighting over your old girlfriend them. I'm not doing that. So that's ghetto.
This is why I feel like
in the spirit of the BET Awards, that was very ghetto, and so was that.
This is why I feel like this goes back to the theory that maybe Miss Good was the reason they got to fighting in the cab or whatever in the first place, because she was, maybe she, because then what it was something she said she went to the phone.
The way the story going, That bitch went there and threw herself against the wall or something.
Well, I'm saying, like, before she went to the club, because what happened was she got drunk and then she came back and that's when I guess she hurt herself, whatever. But before she went and got drunk, Jonathan Majors had broken up with her. That's why she was so distraught and went out and got drunk and then was texting him all the crazy, I'm gonna kill myself and all this other crazy shit. That's why he showed up at the apartment. So I'm saying maybe that's why he was breaking things off in the cab with the girl. Like that.
She crazy to do stuff like this. She probably been acting a damn fool for a while.
Well, I don't expect nothing less from the melanin deficient. How many times do we have to see this? I bet he won't touch another white woman. I bet
he won't.
And that's no disrespect, but y'all know how y'all are sometimes.
I mean, it's disrespectfully. That's how y'all be acting.
And I'm not saying every one of y'all is like that, because I know it might be some white girl who is a fan of us or whatever. And I ain't talking about you, sweetie pie.
And you know what? Talk to your people.
Sweetie pie.
Talk to your people and ask them why they be doing that, because we want to know.
On that bullshit.
Yeah, but like I said, Megan.
I hate that wig. I really hate the bangs. I want her to either go back to the blonde shortcut or bring the locks back. I don't like the video vixen wig. The bang went out with Think Like a Man, the first one.
Megan.
That little bang wig. I don't like it.
The way but you know what? One of them texts from me. Good luck in court.
Somebody said he was dressed going to court like he invented the cotton gin. And I was tore up. Because when I saw the picture, I was like, why the fuck he ain't steamed that jacket?
Somebody said that it was a boneless jacket.
Jonathan Majors, if you see this, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of you. I'm a fan of Megan. I'm a fan of both of y'all. But y'all, you could have took an iron or some starch sprayer to that jacket.
Why you got on the linen jacket?
You could have what is it? Flopped that a couple times.
I mean,
throw it in the dryer.
In the dryer for a few minutes and then hang it up. Ooh, baby, y'all rolled out that bed, and just like you said last week, I already know what's going on in them.
I know it.
He's taking out a lot of negativity on her.
That's why she coming in. That's why she wrapped up in them trench coats and shit. She just threw that shit on. That's why she put that wig on, because underneath that wig, that hair toe up. She slicked that because her real hair short. She slicked that shit back, threw that wig on, and put on that wrap dress and kept it pushing. She said, "Oh, we got to go to court." Okay.
As for being my house, I don't know if I could do that one, but not for somebody who not my husband too. See, that's the thing. I'm not one of those girls that's gonna like in the beginning of our relationship or whatever that is, because obviously now we don't know how long they've been talking. But like, if you was my husband, I could do a lot of that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Right. But right now, I'm very supportive. I'll be at your house when you get home from the court case. Okay, I brought you some chicken. I might even get you some wrinkle release because I saw you was wrinkled when I saw it on the news. But
I'm gonna press your clothes out for the next court date.
I got you. But as for me, walking in there looking like a damn fool, no, not for nobody who ain't jumped over no broom for me. No.
I can't say I will or I won't. No. I don't know. I have not been in love. I have not been in that type of love yet. That's what I will say.
That's not.
I have not experienced those type of emotions. And speaking of emotions, because woo, this last one is a doozy. First of all, my people, we don't take shit serious. Because they had, as soon as the story broke, motherfuckers had already started tweeting. If you get found from the submarine, how you coming out? Like, and the tweets, y'all.
Man, they put that clip at the end of Survivor when Michelle was singing after all of the darkness and sadness. I
Somebody said that
have
one word.
been hollering.
It was like, hello, motherfucker. And I'm so sorry for laughing because God bless the dead and I pray for them men's families.
Jesus.
But here on this podcast where you get real, raw, and rich conversation, we like to call a thing. And y'all should have never had your ass in that fucking submarine in the first goddamn place. The shit worked with a Game Boy controller. A Game Boy controller.
Let me just say this because I know how you people like to tussle. I know they said that it had been on several successful trips down there and back.
Not that far down.
What's that? That same thing, it had been down there a few times, but that
With
was
people
actually
in it?
yes. But that was actually part of the problem.
Because that's not what I read. They said that thing was only made to go a certain level, and they took it twice deeper than they were supposed to. That's why the shit got real hazy real fast.
Yeah, I think the thing that they were in, the submarine, it actually isn't made to be doing that. But they have done it a few times successfully. Like that man who built it or whatever, they've done it a few times. Like that's his business. But the thing is that submarine had lots of wear and tear on it, and basically they needed a whole new one. They only had one and they needed a whole new one. Now for $250,000 per person, you should have been able to afford what the fuck you needed, but that's neither here nor there. I don't know how y'all spending y'all money.
I don't give a fuck enough, and that's no disrespect to the people who lost
their lives. That's how I feel about it.
But I don't give a fuck enough to get my ass in no little ass bullet-sized submarine. That wasn't even no real Big Daddy submarine. That was a fucking Pee-wee. That was a fucking, I don't even know. That was a Fiat of submarines.
Yeah, I'm not gonna very small. I would have been very freaked out. And honestly, it's crazy because it didn't have any windows or anything on it, probably because of how far down they're going, the pressure from the water and the windows and everything wouldn't work. But you're literally looking at it from a screen. Shit, you could have just Googled it. That's what kills me. You could have just looked it up online. I don't really get it. Like I don't know. I don't know what it is about when people be having money. I don't know if they lose, they fucking like it's something.
If I was that rich, I'd be traveling. That's all I'd be doing. It's just going places, experiencing shit, eating crazy ass food, and taking pictures.
I mean, I'm not about to be. We say that, but people who have had money, like grew up with money, have money, the process is different, especially with them white people. They think.
I was about to say, because I don't know no black person who did set up. I don't think any rich, I don't care how rich they are, was set up and was like, I want to go down there and see what the fuck that Titanic looked like up close and personal. Like,
because even the man who's directed the movie said that he's done the same mission like 33 times.
Well, I know people have gone down there before. I'm aware that people have done voyages down there before. But my thing is, they told them people for this specific thing that it was not meant to go down that far. Yep. And those people signed the waiver that said, you can die if you do this. I want to make it clear. You can die.
They can't even sue.
And they still... the shit again. The controller was a fucking Nintendo Switch shit and a fucking one button in the submarine.
Yeah, it was a Logitech controller that is actually on Amazon for $30.
Like,
y'all,
the voice down there was supposed to take 8 hours. They lost fucking contact with that shit in the first hour and a half.
First of all, the fact that would have taken 8 hours.
Because you have to go real slow. They literally got
it's not for me.
If you shot down there,
it's just not for me. You know what I'm saying? Some things are just not for you. I've been on a submarine before, but it was like a Big Daddy submarine. Like,
Right, I'd get on a Big Daddy,
yeah,
but
it
I ain't getting
was
on no bullet.
the submarine that I went on. We did that when I was so young. We went to Hawaii, and I want to say the military arranged that or something, because we were there with my dad while he was like on his 2 weeks. But when we did it, it was almost like, I don't want to say like being on a train, but it was kind of like being on a train. It wasn't seats like row by row like at an airport. It was more of like a wide open space and windows on both sides, and then you had like
With
one
like
long,
benches.
yeah, like you had benches in the middle of it, so you could get up and stand if you wanted to and look out the window, and then they would tell you like when you needed to be sitting down and all that stuff. And it was cool as fuck. Like, you could see the foundation of houses, like where the water had taken over the houses, and like all the fish. And then they were on the intercom, kind of like telling you what you were seeing and all that kind of stuff. It was absolutely beautiful. Were we that far down? Hell no. Was we in a damn thing this big as this goddamn room? No, we was probably in some as long as the office that I'm in.
They couldn't even stretch their legs out in that hole.
I know, for 8 hours.
I don't know how long they were,
but I don't know, child.
I
That's
pray for
just
their families. I don't know
yeah.
necessarily if I like, because again, the men, they told them not to do it and they did it anyway. But I pray for their families, because it's like, maybe they warned them, hey, don't go, and they still went. So it was like they said fuck their families too. I don't know what happened, but it's just like, why would you put yourself in harm's way? It's like, again, like we've been saying this whole episode, some places you don't need to be in. You don't need to be down there with the Titanic is not down there on purpose. So maybe you don't need to try to go down there with it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That was part of the Titanic's problem. They went around talking about we unsinkable, and see what happened when you start saying shit like that.
Fuck around and find out. That's the theme of this whole week. I feel like people fucking around and finding out. I hate that for people. I hate that, especially for the young boy, because on one article I read that he was terrified to do it, and then the other article his mom said he was looking forward to it. So it's a terrible way to die too, and without anybody, saying goodbye. It's gonna be hard to probably have some kind of memorial service for them.
That's just a terrible way to go.
It is.
I can't imagine being crammed in this little space already, and then I'm assuming what implodes means exploded underwater. That just sounds like a very
it sounds traumatic.
Yeah. So again, I send prayers to their families, because again, that was preventable. They didn't have to go down there. They wasn't going to save nobody. They was going down there because it was a bunch of rich white niggas who ain't had no other. They could have donated that $250 to the homeless and fed some folks and put some people in some houses.
Maybe goddamn student loans off
6 months. Like, that's the shit that be bothering me, and that's why I feel like people didn't take the shit serious, because it's like, you a fucking billionaire, and instead of going out here making the world a better place, you go spend your money on some dumb shit. Now look at you're dead. And not saying that's how I feel, but that's how I feel like, everybody was looking at the situation, because it's like, you could have spent that $250 on the kids and giving them some books to read. Like, you could have spent that $250 on so much.
I mean, people be wanting Black people to have so much sympathy in their heart, but when it comes to us, there is none. So I think that's also why when stuff happens to white people, sometimes Black people be like, like, even though that's not right, and we need to stop being like that. Like, I feel like you have to get that off your heart, because just because other people act like that, you ain't gonna mess up my spot in heaven. Okay,
Too long gonna make it right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I ain't gonna lie though. Even so, the memes were funny. I did laugh. I'm still laughing. And
I was cackling. Now, I didn't retweet none of them, but I definitely cackled at them.
I might have shared some of them with my friends.
Right, I definitely exchanged several. but I did not promote it.
And I didn't personally make none of them. I'm just looking what's coming on my damn For You page. Okay. So, yeah, I hate that for them.
I didn't go looking for it. It found me.
Yeah. So, I don't know what to tell you. I'ma just near, far,
wherever
you are. I believe that the heart does go.
It's the wind.
Grow up. We need to grow up. Child.
And Netflix petty, cause how y'all gonna put the Titanic back on Netflix after that shit happened?
Netflix and Prime, because I turned my TV on the other day
and get a little money off this.
I turned my TV on the other day. It's talking about some movies that's streaming right now, and it had the Titanic up there first. Y'all are terrible. And
Celine works hard, but the streaming apps work harder.
Man, and Celine Dion, her streams and stuff going up, child.
That's crazy.
God bless those people. I really hate that. That's sad. For real. That's crazy.
Now, don't do no dumb shit. Maybe let this be. Sometimes,
please,
there have to be sacrificial lambs. Let all these things that have happened these last few days be a lesson to all of y'all. That y'all need to think before you do.
Please, rationally,
you do. Because if multiple people is telling you not to do something, not to be in this place, and maybe not do this thing, maybe, just maybe, you shouldn't do it.
Mm-hmm. And that's it. That's the show.
Take that gem with you and put it in your back pocket.
Please.
Because, woo!
Child.
Make sure you follow us on all our platforms, Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to us here on YouTube. Mm-hmm. You know, it's always down here below. Make sure you follow me on my Instagram at The Real Abni Ayana. Follow my Twitter as well, at _Abni Ayana _.
Mm-hmm. And you can follow me on Instagram at _ The Real Jessica Monique, and on TikTok at The Real Jessica _ Monique. Okay, everything will be linked down below. We'll also have helpful links to coincide with the topic. So if you're unaware about anything that we're talking about, you can click down below, see what we're talking about, and then come back to the episode. Boom. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. We love y'all. Thank y'all for all the support. Our Instagram and everything has been doing really good. The episodes have been doing really well. We're almost at 100 subscribers on YouTube, and we just thank God. That's all we can say.
What's this song about for real? Joy. When the blessings come through.
It's the vibrato for me.
That's how I feel every time I get that notification that this video has been replayed 500 views. When the blessings come through.
Yes. So thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Bye.